Okay, so my last video I said I had a tanto blade shaped knife that would handle things much easier. Well, here it is. The Cold Steel AD10 with, of course, the tanto blade. Now, I've been out testing this, chopping wood, cutting up ham sandwiches, and with this wider blade and the thinner blade steel, thinner blade, I was able to slice my ham sandwich at a more natural slicing motion. I was able to chop through wood and everything else I wanted to use my knife for with much more ease. When the blade would get stuck in the wood, because it's wider from edge to spine, I found that I was getting more leverage and the blade would come free a lot easier than the SR1. Now, I'm getting, well, overall, in comparisons, we've got a much smaller, much more compact knife. We have 3.5, 3.5 inch blade length comparisons to the SR1. The 8010 Lite, which is what this model is, right there, is made with OS 10A, which is a step up. Step up in overall build, step up in material, means we've got an overall better knife. Better knife, higher price. Okay, now those SR1s that I reviewed in the last video, I gotta backtrack a little because I took them both apart, and in the pivots I discovered 3 washers in the pivot that suggested to me lazy QC. The QC at Cold Steel decided, instead of just centering the blade the right way, we'll just balance out the difference by adding the 3rd washer. I also noticed that in the SR1, the blade would sometimes smack that spring that keeps the tension on the lock bar, was bent up at such an angle that when you closed the blade would hit the spring, creating a dead spot. So that no matter how many times you sharpened that, you cursed, you swore, that you went over the entire length of the blade, sharpening it from handle to point and point to handle, you always found that dull, dead spot. Well, now, higher prices mean better quality, lower prices mean not so good quality. I might even want to suggest that the lack of quality control from the SR1, which is under the new owner, GSM, to the quality change in, I'm going to call it what it is. The quality control at Cold Steel, in my opinion, ever since GS1, GSM, whatever the fuck company, you know, the quality went down. Unless, of course, you spend more money. Spending more money shouldn't mean better quality. I mean, I've got knives from the same manufacturer for $30 that had better quality control under Lynn Thompson. So, the new owners, GSM, I've got 3 knives under the new owner. The quality control, it seems to be escaping Cold Steel's hands. I mean, I've got a couple of other Cold Steels over there on my table. Like I said, I got a $30 Cold Steel knife over there under Lynn Thompson. The fit and finish on it is excellent. There was no third washer to create the alignment. Okay? There was no issue with the blade hitting the spring. So, well, I'm going to leave this rant like this. Good quality knives come with a higher price. Lower quality knives come with lower quality control, QC. It shouldn't. I mean, I've got a table filled with knives from all sorts of manufacturers. My Chinese Spyderco didn't have any issues. My American made Spyderco didn't have any issues. And we're comparing, you know, again, $30 Chinese made Spyderco, no quality control issues with that. $100 Spyderco, no quality control issues there. So now I don't know what the hell happened to Cold Steel, but upon disassembly of multiple of their knives, Lynn Thompson, he didn't let that quality control of blade centering go with quick fix, put a third washer nonsense. He didn't let that quality control of the blade dropping on that spring go. Even on his budget line. His budget line, the Cold Steel budget line under Lynn Thompson compared to GSM. Lynn Thompson was making sure that the $30 knife had the same fit and finish as the $100 knife. Now, this shouldn't be a thing. It's a simple adjustment. That would have taken you the same amount of time to put the third washer in as it does to tighten that screw up. Okay, well, I didn't want to rant too much about knives, quality control, so on and so forth, but I felt like for the knife proportion of my channel, I'd put that out there that cold steel knives under Lynn Thompson, whether they were 30 or 100, they were both treated the same. You got an excellent fit and finish with no quality control issues. GSM, whatever, you get a $30 knife, you get quality control issues. You buy a $100 knife, they improved them. So take that for what it's worth. I mean, one more thing before I go. There's another knife manufacturer, a couple of other knife manufacturers out there that when they were bought and sold to another company, like SOG and Gerber, for instance, people believed that their quality control went downhill. And well, I hate to say it, because I know it upsets the fanboys of cold steel, but without Lynn Thompson at the helm, the quality control on their budget line right out the window. Out the window, gone. Unless, of course, you're paying more. If you're paying 100 plus, the quality control's there. Oh well. Before I get too many fanboys all emotional, I'm going to end the video. I only meant to display something that I carry every day as a quality knife. The Cold Steel 8010. I've got the original. I've got the lite. The original is under Lynn Thompson. The lite is under GSM. Both are excellent knives. Fit and finish, quality control, it's all there. So, well, alright. Until next time, take care.